Yo, what up world? It's your boy Eric, back with another fragrance review. As you all may see from the title, Armani Code Profumo. Okay? Really quick, you guys. I don't want to take too much of your time, yet I still want to be very helpful, and that's what I'm here for, okay? Kicking this off really quick, this review, I just want to start by saying, shouts out to Giorgio Armani because I happen to be a huge fan of Giorgio Armani. His scent has a lot to do with my whole history of being a father, and when my daughter was born, she's about to be 9. I never forget when she was born in the hospital. Was where my child's mom worked at, and I just remember her being born in the hospital, and my child's mom ended up getting a job in the hospital, and that's how I ended up coming about this fragrance. So it was like right around that time that my daughter was born, and I ended up coming across the original, and I've been rocking with it since then. All right, make a long story short, you guys, I wasn't impressed when I first got this bottle. Okay, now it's a very quick story about what made me actually buy the big bottle to not really like the big bottle or just this fragrance period. Okay, really quick, you guys. I was going to the store to buy the 200 ml of Dior Sauvage. This was probably about a month ago, and upon me going to buy the 200 ml of Sauvage, I said, you know what? Let me smell that new Givenchy. I was at Macy's. I said, was it Macy's or Dillard's? It was one of the two. I said, let me smell the Givenchy Pie Extreme. And the woman, she was letting me smell a few fragrances and whatnot. So I actually applied the Givenchy Pie Extreme, and I also applied the 1 million. Okay, so upon me applying both of those, guess what, y'all? I also put this on myself too, not knowing that those two fragrances that I just named, the Givenchy Pie and the 1 million, they all smell kind of like this a little bit. So I didn't really know that I was smelling this when I was smelling all of those fragrances that I had on me in the car. I knew I smelled Givenchy Pie. I knew I could smell, the 1 million. But I was thinking that when I was smelling this on me too, I was like, man, I probably just like rub myself or something like that. You feel me? So I really didn't just know, but because like 15 minutes as I'm in the car headed back home, and I picked up my bottle of Dior Sauvage, my 200 ml, I was really more happy about that anyway. So I'm still kind of thinking about what I got on this smell. So I'm like, I don't know, I kind of might have bumped my hand on something, and because I could still smell the original Armani Code. So I was just tweaking out, alright? So I was still like, I never forgot like what I thought that this smelled like. I remember it smelling like original Code, but it was like a little sweeter, but then I just remember two other smells. So I blind bought it, and when I got it, I didn't like it because I realized, whoa, that's what I was smelling. I was smelling 1 million in Givenchy's Pie, like coming from this. Alright, so I'm wearing it for a few days, not really liking the way it's projecting, not really liking the way it's taking on my skin, until my girl actually said she smelled it. I don't know if my girl, maybe seen me acting a little mad or frustrated, but she did say that, she smelled it, and she did say that I need to keep it, and she will let me know if I need to keep fragrances or I need to sell them, give them away, alright? So she was like, we need to most definitely keep this fragrance. Now, the thing about it is, what made me go from not liking this fragrance to liking this fragrance was I had to understand this fragrance, okay? The thing about this particular fragrance by Giorgio Armani is, it's not a very overpowering fragrance, okay? And that's what I was expecting. I was expecting for it to be like my original vintage version. I don't know how the new version of Armani Code is, but the one I have, I mean, to this day, I could just get out the shower. I don't even have to put lotion on, and I could just put a little bit on, and man, it's gonna just smell the whole room up. If I walk past, it's gonna, it just smells real good. So with this particular fragrance, I was expecting for it to, do the same, and it didn't. It wasn't just real loud, and it wasn't just, bouncing off the walls like I wanted it to. And that's actually the same thing that made me actually like this smell, because it's not gonna offend anyone. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be too overpowering. It's not gonna be too, loud, and so that's what made me like it. I'm like, it can't be 1 million, because 1 million could be very offensive to people, and it can be Givenchy's pie because it's not offensive at all. It's just kind of, you get like a woody, sensual type of, you know, colder vibe. You feel what I'm saying? So it does kind of fall. It did, I did kind of keep that in the back of my head. It does kind of smell like Givenchy. Like over there with like the 1 million type vibe too. I mean, not 1 million, but Dolce & Gabbana, the one, kind of reminds me of that too. But yeah, you guys, really quick, I do like this scent. I would give it, like, if I were to rate it a 10, from a 1 to 10, I would probably give this scent like a 8. And being that because I understood it. And a lot of fragrances I do not understand, I will let them go. I will sell them. I will give them away. If I can't understand the fragrance, like really quick, I won't fool with it. And with this particular fragrance, it took me some time, but I did understand it, and I am happy that I got an understanding with this bottle. So, really quick, if I want you all to remember anything, just know with this fragrance, it's gonna last on you. With me, it lasts, I would say, about 8 hours. But the thing about it is, it will project at least 4 hours out those 8 hours. Now, if you want to call it beastly or whatever, you're not going to really get that, but people will smell it more within like the first hour. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 2 hours. People will smell it like way, way, way much more. But when you get to like the 3 hour, 4 hour, people will get like whiffs of it. Like if you walk past, you know what I'm saying? I most definitely, you know what I'm saying? I hadn't got any compliments, so this is just all my opinions. Rather than my girl, but I don't really consider that as a compliment. She's just, she's just with me on my journey, alright? So, back to what I was saying. This is a good smell because you're going to smell good, and you're not going to smell like too inoffensive. You're not going to smell like you're trying to steal the party. You're just kind of fitting in and being cool as you go. And forgive me for not looking like directly in the camera, you guys, because as I'm talking, I'm trying to really reminisce, and I'm trying to take myself back to, when I was running. I'm actually running now, but I'm trying to take it back. Okay, so yeah, you guys, really good set. I like it. If you can't afford it, most definitely go get Givenchy pie. It's like Givenchy pie, you can get that for like 25, 35 bucks. If you can't afford this, because I paid like maybe like 80 bucks, I think, for this. Maybe more, but I think it was about 80 bucks. But very, very good scent, man. But you have to understand it. It's not going to be loud. It's not going to be one of those like just punch you in the face scents. So you have to really respect the occasion that you will wear it for, and all of those other things. Okay, like me, what occasion would I wear this for? Man, dates, movies. I almost definitely put this on if I'm going to the movies, because it does have a romantic sex appeal type of vibe to it. So it's a good movie scent, collar shirts, real cool scent. So man, I don't know how long I'm talking right now, but man, I'm trying to just be as helpful as I can. What I recommend this scent, it's kind of crazy because I would recommend this scent, like absolutely. But I would recommend this scent to a person who's like into fragrances as well. Like I wouldn't just recommend this scent to just someone who like don't own like 5 or more bottles. I would recommend this scent to a person that's like into fragrances and owns, you know, a couple of good fragrances already, and then they will probably understand this a little more, because a lot of people won't understand it. A lot of people won't get this fragrance. I didn't get this fragrance at first. I didn't understand it, and I'm still kind of, you know, trying to understand it more and more each day, as I'm wearing it. But yeah, man, I would recommend it. It's kind of crazy to say I would recommend this, most definitely, because man, it's good. It's good, man. It kind of, it almost goes to that Dior Home, Dior Intense. It almost goes there, but it stops. All right, it almost goes.